some healthy stuff today. What do you got in the kitchen going on for us?
Well, actually, we've got 3 different kinds of breakfast here. We got Noel and Nancy from Gold's Gym here, and we've got a really healthy breakfast. We've got a so-so breakfast, and we got a breakfast that, maybe you want to go to the cardiologist afterwards with. So Noel's going to tell me something. He had this premonition. He ate some waffles. He went to bed. He got up and he said, you know what? I don't feel so good. And you came up with what?
Well, we ate some waffles. We got a waffle maker for Christmas, and then we said, you know what? We ate the waffles. Afterwards, took naps, me and my wife, and then we were like, why did we fall asleep? It's because the waffles weren't the best thing. So we're going to come up with some alternatives.
So tell me what you came up with real quick. Give me an idea.
Well, we're going to make some breakfasts that are alternatives with fruit. You can put higher fiber instead of less sugar. Some more nutritious things.
More nutritious things in 3 different breakfasts.
Yes.
Okay, some will have more calories than the others.
Right.
All right, we look forward to it. When we come back, we'll start doing it, okay?
Excellent.
And Nancy, you're gonna work for us?
Absolutely.
You sure?
Yes.
You're not just going to stand there and look pretty?
No.
Okay, good. Back to you guys.
All right.
Now.
I am warming myself amongst the bacon because according to the people from Gold's Gym, that's all this is good for.
Yeah, definitely.
First of all, I wanted to talk to you guys. I have to say, no, you have to step aside for a moment because as a woman, don't you think a lot of women say, I'm not going to have breakfast. I'm going out to dinner with my friends. I'll just skip breakfast, skip lunch, and then I'll go out to dinner and that'll make up for it. But then we start wolfing stuff down, right?
Yes, definitely. You don't want to make those bad choices because by the time lunch comes, you're going to crash.
You're starving.
Exactly.
Right?
And you don't want to, make bad choices during the day. And
well, it's interesting that you have a couple different kinds of oatmeal here because one of the things that I always do when I start off my day is to have the steel cut or Irish oatmeal with a little protein shake. What is the difference, though, between like a steel cut oatmeal and like the instant oatmeal that you get in the packs?
The instant oatmeal looks like this, which doesn't even look appetizing.
It does look kind of like wallpaper paste.
Exactly. And some people add sugar and syrup, which are high calories and high fat, and you don't want that. With the cut oatmeals that you have, you can add some walnuts or raisins, and that makes a great breakfast.
You know what I also throw in sometimes is a little agave nectar. It's that natural plant with the syrup, and it doesn't spike your blood sugar, which is a problem for me. But I do like this because you also get so much more when you eat this kind of oatmeal than that little tiny pack, and you're finished with it, and you're like, I want another one.
Yeah, you get a lot more fiber. It fills you up longer and keeps you a lot more energy throughout the day.
And is that the key to kind of have something that'll stick to your ribs?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why if you do have something instant, add something that's worth value of nutrition.
Oh, very interesting. Yeah. All right, we'll talk a little bit more about that in just a moment, but for now, I'll throw it back over to you guys.
All right,
show, and we are, as you're trying to, scramble out of the house, we're going to show you different ways that you can make your breakfast choices a little bit healthier thanks to Gold's Gym. Thanks for being here this morning, guys.
You're welcome.
And I see that you've got a couple of different setups. I just want to talk real quick, Vince, if you don't mind, about the breakfast bars, because so many people love these breakfast bars, and you think, oh, I'm doing something healthy. I'll just grab the breakfast bar and go. And we have one out right here. I'm not going to say what brand this is, but it's fruit-filled, and you say this is like the worst kind that you can possibly get.
A lot of the breakfast bars, they load up on the sugar, and they decrease the fiber. So you eat it, and then half an hour later,
you're hungry again. And you have a headache if you're like me and you have the blood sugar issues. So what do you say instead of something like that?
Well, there's other kinds that are high fiber.
Okay.
And at least they're going to have the calories that you take are not going to be just all sugar, and they're going to keep you filled longer.
And I have to say, if you get one like that, that's really good, and you put a little all-natural nut butter on top of it, it tastes like you're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Right. So what do we have Cheerios over here. They're actually healthy, right?
Yeah. They're actually healthy, but they're very low calorie, so they're not going to fill you up. So you take Cheerios, put some
berries.
Or if you like nuts, do you like any type of nuts?
Sure.
Walnuts. Walnuts are excellent.
Right. Now, we've got a lot of carbohydrate there. Do we find a protein that we want to mix with it?
You could. There's some milk in it. You could throw some Cheerios and on the go, grab a yogurt. What about some yogurt, Nancy?
Yep, yogurt on the go. Like for moms like myself, you can throw some nuts or fruits in there. We have some boiled eggs right here.
Oh yeah, you just put in a little baggie.
And on the go,
I actually like to take the hard-boiled eggs, cut them in half, and take out the yellow, and then put in hummus.
Right.
Because then it's kind of like a deviled egg. You feel like you're eating a deviled egg, but it's all good for you. And different little bags of nuts and dried fruit and stuff like that. And this definitely is stuff that you can even keep in your desk at work.
Absolutely.
Now, tell me the difference between a healthy choice and a moderately healthy choice. You were saying this is This is a
the
moderate
best.
healthy. Oh, that's the best.
This is the best over here.
That's
Which
the best.
which is the best? Show point to
All
me.
this
What's the
over
best?
here.
All
Could
this.
you eat all that
so
at
the
one
peanut
sitting?
is this
No,
peanut
no,
is this
okay.
peanut butter?
That's peanut butter.
Peanut butter with banana on what kind of bread?
Wheat, whole wheat.
Whole wheat bread. What is this? This is oatmeal?
Yes, and it's whole oatmeal, whole wheat oatmeal. I mean, whole
What is
grain.
that, steel cut? Is that
Yes,
what it's called?
whole grain
Okay.
oatmeal.
And then over here, some of the differences, it always shocks me how many calories and how much sugar is in something
In a
like a
muffin.
muffin.
Yeah.
Because you think, oh, I'll just grab a little snack, I'll get a hot tea and a muffin, and then this could have like potentially 500-600 calories in it, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And
That
half
you
your sugar
must
for the
say,
day.
hoping you-
Yeah. And what else do we have on here that you say is not the greatest choice?
It's a bagel
Okay.
with cream cheese.
Yeah, that's not a real
Because then you're going with the plain bagel and also the fats of the cream cheese. But over here, there's a whole grain bagel, and I see you've got a little bit of
whole
peanut
fruit
butter.
jelly on there.
Whole fruit jam.
Now the thing that we have in the middle here in the large skillet, I would think would be the most unhealthy. The
Right.
bacon and what is that, sausage or turkey sausage?
There's bacon there. You want a strip of that?
No, I would love it. I mean, I love it, but I don't think it's that healthy, no?
No, absolutely not.
It's full of fat, right?
But
Exactly.
I've recently switched to the turkey bacon, and now that I've done that, I can't necessarily taste the difference back and forth. It's like when you try skim milk the first time, you're like, not
not
quite the same, but then you get used to it.
Right. Now, what is it? Is that what kind of sausage is that?
That's chicken sausage.
That's chicken sausage.
Yep.
Okay.
Very
So
interesting.
if you want to keep breakfast meats,
Right.
try something new, chicken sausage,
Okay.
or
Canadian bacon is also a great choice.
Why
also.
is that better? I didn't.
It's lesser sodium is better than obviously the high fat bacon.
Now, what about the eggs? Can you go wrong with the eggs, or do you want to try to use egg whites whenever
Yeah,
possible?
we have some egg whites here. We're going to try that out as well.
Okay.
All right.
And if you're going to use egg whites, you want to throw some like peppers in there. Hot peppers, I
Try to
prefer.
give it a little flavor because egg whites, if you've ever had them, are pretty tasty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
You tasteless egg white.
Yep. So what we're going to do now is we have some of the bad breakfast. We'll plate up, and we'll plate up. You want to get some pancakes going, Nancy?
Now, tell me if this is good or bad with the pancakes.
Well, it was the traditional regular pancakes, but if you add a little bit of bran in here,
Oh.
it's not so bad anymore. It's actually
and that's easy to get because it's right on. It comes in a little box. You can get it at the grocery
Hey,
store.
and the bran is also, I mean, I hate to say it, but it's also good for your digestive system.
Nature's broom.
That's right.
Yep.
So you add that in, and you have an oil in here rather than butter.
Exactly.
Is that an olive oil?
It is.
So it's a hard, healthy fat.
Exactly.
Pretty good.
So we're going to put that on, and pretty soon we're going to be serving up for breakfast. Basically, Noel, just tell me real quick because we got to go. But what are the principles here when you're trying to choose a healthy breakfast?
You want to substitute anytime you can. If you want to have the pancakes or bacon, you want to substitute. And if you can, just go with the healthy choices.
Right.
Awesome. Noel,
Now,
thanks
real
for
quick,
being
if I
here.
wanted to eat the healthy breakfast here, how much of this could I eat and get away with, say?
You want to have just the one oatmeal with the fruits,
Right.
or the bread with the yogurt, the
Gotcha.
toast with the yogurt.
Okay.
Very nice.
Well, you know what? It's really cold outside. Did you notice that today?
Definitely.
Yeah, well, hopefully it's going to warm up. Michelle.